Getting involved with someone who is already married can lead to an intricate and emotional situation. It's important to remember that pursuing such a relationship not only affects you, but also has significant consequences for everyone involved. But how can you recognize if a married woman has feelings for you? What are the subtle signals she might give off? Let's explore these signs together, keeping in mind that understanding these cues is for awareness, not encouragement, to engage in an affair. If you're visiting for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll never miss our latest content. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up to support the channel and stay tuned for thoughtful discussions and advice tailored just for you. Now, let's dive into the topic. When a married woman is genuinely drawn to someone, she might express it through her actions and emotions. She could offer you warmth, attention, and affection that might feel unique and sincere. However, this often comes with an undercurrent of conflicting emotions, like guilt or anxiety. These feelings can make it challenging to determine if her interest is real or just a momentary response to her circumstances. Certain physical and psychological behaviors can help you understand her feelings. For instance, her body language might shift when she's around you. More frequent eye contact, a touch that lingers a little longer, or a subtle change in her tone of voice. Emotionally, she might confide in you about her personal struggles or seek comfort in your presence. However, it's essential to approach this situation with caution. Being aware of these signs is not an invitation to act on them. Relationships built on the pain or betrayal of others rarely lead to lasting happiness. Instead, use this knowledge to maintain clarity and respect for boundaries, both yours and hers. Every interaction we have carries the potential to shape not just our lives, but also the lives of those around us. Let's aim for relationships built on integrity, honesty, and mutual respect. Thank you for watching, and we hope this discussion encourages thoughtful reflection. Stay tuned for more insights, and until next time, take care. Sign 1. She prefers spending time alone with you. Have you noticed that she only wants to spend time with you, just the two of you? If she avoids inviting friends or others to join your outings, it could be a significant sign of her interest. When a married woman begins to develop feelings for someone, she often prioritizes private time together. This isn't just about preference, it's also about avoiding the risk of others noticing the unique bond you share. Her reluctance to include others might stem from a desire to deepen the connection without outside interference. If you ever suggest inviting someone else along, she may quickly dismiss the idea or show visible discomfort. Instead, she consistently leans towards plans that ensure exclusivity, just the two of you. This behavior can reveal more than words ever could. By choosing one-on-one moments, she signals her emotional investment and her growing attachment. However, it's crucial to recognize the complexity of such situations and approach them with thoughtfulness and respect for all involved. Understanding these subtle signs helps you interpret her intentions, but remember, it's essential to reflect on the impact of these choices, not only for yourself, but also for her and others connected to her life. Relationships thrive on honesty and respect, qualities that deserve attention in every connection. Sign 2. She frequently expresses dissatisfaction with her husband. A married woman who repeatedly complains about her husband may be signaling deeper feelings for someone else. If she often portrays her husband in a negative light, describing him as inattentive, unkind, or lacking certain qualities, it can be a subtle way of inviting your sympathy. This behavior might not just be about venting, it could also be an indirect method of drawing a contrast between him and you. When she compares you to her husband, highlighting your positive traits, your kindness, attentiveness, or understanding, it can serve as a subconscious expression of her growing admiration for you. This pattern of comparison isn't just a critique of her marriage. It's a way of showing how much she values your presence and the qualities you bring into her life. At a deeper level, such behavior might reflect her yearning for a different kind of relationship, one she feels you could fulfill. Her frequent frustrations and praise for you may hint that she's imagining a future where you could play a more significant role in her life. However, it's important to approach such situations with clarity and caution. Recognize the emotional complexities involved and consider the broader implications of any actions you might take. Genuine relationships are built on honesty, respect, and thoughtful choices, principles that align with living a stoic and intentional life. Being aware of these signs helps you navigate the dynamics of your interactions, but always remember the importance of boundaries and the impact of your decisions on everyone involved. Sign 3. She falls silent when you mention other women. One of the most revealing ways to understand a woman's feelings is through her reaction when you bring up other women. If you mention being interested in someone else or casually talk about a recent conversation with another woman, pay close attention to her response. Her silence in these moments can speak volumes. If she suddenly becomes quiet, it could be a sign of deeper emotions. For a married woman who has developed feelings for you, the idea of your attention shifting to someone else may evoke a mix of emotions: jealousy, anxiety, sadness, and even frustration. Unable to openly express these feelings due to her circumstances, she might resort to silence as a way to cope with her inner conflict. This silence often reflects her fear of losing the unique bond she shares with you. It's her unspoken way of showing that she values your connection and feels possessive about your attention. The quietness isn't just a pause in the conversation, it's a strong emotional reaction that highlights her growing attachment to you. However, it's essential to approach such situations with care. While these reactions might reveal her feelings, it's crucial to consider the broader implications of the dynamic between you two. Relationships, especially those involving complex situations, should always be handled with honesty, respect, and mindfulness. By observing and understanding her behavior, you can gain insight into her emotions, but it's equally important to reflect on your actions and their impact. True connections are built on mutual understanding and respect, values that align deeply with Stoic principles of intentional and ethical living. Sign 4. She says something or someone reminds her of you. When a married woman frequently mentions that a person, place, or thing reminds her of you, it could be a sign that her thoughts are deeply centered on you. Psychology suggests that when someone thinks about another person constantly or misses them profoundly, their mind starts connecting that person to the world around them. This is a subconscious process where memories and emotions intertwine, making everyday things feel like reflections of the one they hold dear. If she tells you that a song, a movie, or even a simple moment reminds her of you, it reveals that you occupy a significant space in her thoughts. Her mind is drawing these connections because she's often thinking about you, longing for the times you've shared, or hoping to create new memories together. But what does it truly mean when everything around her seems to lead back to you? Why would a married woman with an established family and life find herself constantly thinking of you? It's a clear indication that her emotions toward you are growing stronger, possibly even overshadowing the connection she shares with her partner. This behavior reflects more than just fleeting admiration. It's a window into her deeper feelings. However, navigating such situations requires thoughtful reflection. Why has this connection formed, and what boundaries need to be respected? By understanding her actions, you can better grasp her emotions. But always remember, as a Stoic, the ultimate aim is to act with integrity, wisdom, and kindness. True relationships thrive when built on mutual respect, honesty, and ethical consideration for everyone involved. Sign 5. Blushing. Blushing is one of the most telling physical reactions, often revealing feelings we might otherwise try to hide. It's an involuntary response, triggered by strong emotions like attraction or affection. When someone blushes, it's their body's natural way of expressing what words might not. If a married woman frequently blushes in your presence, or when you exchange meaningful glances, it could indicate that she feels a deep emotional connection with you. This reaction isn't something she can control. It's her subconscious revealing her feelings. Whether it's a slight flush when you compliment her or a noticeable reddening when your eyes meet, these moments can be subtle yet powerful indicators of her desire for you. However, while recognizing this sign can help you understand her emotions, it's essential to handle such situations with care and mindfulness. Blushing might show attraction, but it's crucial to respect boundaries and approach the relationship thoughtfully. As Stoicism teaches, we must act with integrity, keeping our values at the forefront of any interaction. Understanding her feelings doesn't mean acting on them. True strength lies in navigating these emotions with wisdom and respect for everyone involved. Sign 6. She uses subtle gestures to signal you belong to her. When a married woman has strong feelings for someone, she might not openly claim them due to her circumstances, but her actions can speak louder than words. Instead of direct declarations, she often uses subtle, indirect gestures to convey her attachment and make it clear to herself, and perhaps to others, that she sees you as someone special. These gestures might seem casual at first, but they often carry a deeper meaning. For instance, she may always ensure you know her whereabouts, as though maintaining a constant connection. She might instinctively agree with your opinions, mirroring the way partners naturally align. Comments like, "I'd love to have someone like you as a husband," may also surface, hinting at her unspoken desires. These behaviors serve a dual purpose. On one hand, they express her feelings without crossing obvious boundaries, and on the other, they subtly signal to those around her that you are somehow off limits. Whether consciously or unconsciously, she's trying to create a narrative where you belong together, even if only in her mind. Recognizing these signals can provide insight into her emotions, but it's important to approach the situation with integrity and caution. Stoic wisdom reminds us to act with honor and respect, considering the broader impact of our actions on ourselves and others. While understanding her gestures, strive to maintain clarity and uphold the values of honesty and fairness in every interaction. Sign 7. She lies to her husband about being with you. If a married woman frequently lies to her husband about her whereabouts when she's with you, it's a strong indication of deeper feelings. For instance, does she tell him she's out with friends when, in reality, she's spending time with you? Does she avoid mentioning your name entirely or create elaborate excuses to hide your connection? These actions suggest she's not only emotionally invested, but also taking steps to ensure her feelings remain undiscovered. The reason for these lies often stems from fear. Fear that her husband will sense the emotional bond growing between you, fear of confrontation, or fear of the potential fallout. Her deception becomes a shield to protect her hidden feelings and maintain the illusion of normalcy in her current relationship. If her connection with you were purely platonic, there would be no need for secrecy. She might even openly discuss her friendship with you, treating it as just another part of her life. However, the constant effort to cover up your meetings and interactions suggests there's something more beneath the surface, a desire she isn't ready to admit openly. While recognizing this behavior can provide clarity about her emotions, it's essential to reflect on the ethical complexities of the situation. A Stoic approach emphasizes acting with virtue, honesty, and respect for all parties involved. Use this understanding to guide your actions, ensuring that your decisions align with integrity and the values of a well-lived life. Relationships grounded in truth and mutual respect are the cornerstone of lasting and meaningful connections. Sign 8. She goes above and beyond to make you happy. Have you noticed that she's always eager to lend a helping hand? Does she take risks or even face disagreements with her husband just to spend time with you? Perhaps she puts extra effort into making your special days unforgettable, planning thoughtful surprises or giving her undivided attention. If she goes out of her way to ensure your happiness, this might indicate that her feelings for you run deeper than mere friendship. When someone cares deeply for another, they naturally pay close attention to what brings them joy and what causes them discomfort. It's not just about knowing your likes and dislikes. It's about actively working to create moments that uplift you. A married woman putting in this kind of effort suggests she values your happiness highly, possibly more than her own peace of mind. She may avoid doing anything that could upset or disappoint you, prioritizing your needs above her own. This selfless behavior, while admirable, often stems from an emotional connection that she may not openly admit, but feels strongly. While recognizing her actions might clarify her intentions, it's essential to approach such situations with care and consideration. Stoicism teaches us to act with wisdom, integrity, and respect for everyone involved. Understanding her gestures doesn't mean encouraging them, but rather reflecting on the ethical complexities of the situation and striving to navigate it with honesty and virtue. True relationships, built on mutual respect and clear boundaries, create lasting fulfillment and peace for all. Sign 9. She calls or texts late at night. Have you noticed her reaching out to you late at night, or perhaps sending you a text first thing in the morning? These actions can be subtle signs of her growing attraction to you. When someone develops feelings, they often find ways to connect during quiet, private moments, when distractions are minimal and emotions feel more intimate. If she's contacting you late at night, it might be because she's waiting for a time when her surroundings are calm and her interactions with others, like her husband, are limited. This creates a space where she feels safe to share her thoughts and emotions with you. Similarly, texting you early in the morning could indicate that you're one of the first things on her mind as she starts her day. Often, this behavior reflects a desire for deeper emotional connection. Late-night conversations tend to be personal and meaningful, signaling trust and affection. However, such interactions can also reveal her efforts to keep your communication hidden, adding complexity to the situation. Understanding these actions is important, but navigating them with thoughtfulness and integrity is even more crucial. True connection comes from mutual respect, and, as Stoicism teaches, our actions should reflect honesty and mindfulness toward all involved. Sign 10. She doesn't stop romantic conversations or gestures. If a married woman doesn't draw boundaries when your conversations take a romantic turn, it could be a sign that her feelings for you go beyond friendship. Generally, women, especially those who are married, tend to set clear lines between friendships and romantic relationships. If she only sees you as a friend, she will likely steer the conversation back to neutral territory or firmly shut down any flirtation. This is often an instinctive response to maintain respect for her marriage and avoid misunderstandings. However, if she doesn't stop your romantic gestures or comments, if she blushes, engages in the conversation, or even encourages it, it could indicate that she's developing a deeper emotional connection with you. Her willingness to let these moments continue suggests she's not just tolerating them, but perhaps enjoying them, even if she doesn't openly admit it. This behavior might reflect internal conflict, as she balances her feelings for you with the boundaries of her current relationship. While it's natural to feel flattered, it's essential to consider the complexities of the situation and the emotional implications for everyone involved. Stoicism teaches us to approach such moments with clarity and ethical awareness. Recognize her actions for what they are, but also reflect on your role and responsibility in the dynamic. Acting with integrity, honesty, and respect ensures that your interactions align with the values of a balanced and intentional life. Relationships built on trust and clear boundaries are the foundation for genuine, lasting connections.